Well, a very good evening to you as you join us for tonight's live game. Unfortunately, our weather forecast is somewhat less than promising. We're told to expect intermittent spells of heavy rain, which might very well impact on the quality of the football later. It'll certainly add a new dimension, especially for those players who like to keep hold of the ball. A few anxious faces hoping it will all somehow stay away, but I have to tell you that we are told is an extremely unlikely scenario. Celtic Park doing what Celtic Park does. These Celtic fans really are out on their own. And already we're underway here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, I'm not sure that words can do this fella justice, Peter. Lionel Messi is one of the all-time greats, that's for sure. A fantastic dribbler with a killer eye for a pass, and obviously a lethal finisher too. Everyone knows what he's capable of, but stopping him's a very different matter. This opposition defence will not be looking forward to this one, I can assure you.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. And now they can launch a counter. Griffiths. He's got options out wide. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. He gets past his man, has a hit! Oh, the ball's come loose! And he's there to hoof it away. Cambiasso. Maradona. And it's Messi. It's broken loose. Hoisted towards... Shot at goal! A real chance and a real let-off.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
It's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Back to the keeper. Neither side yet able to find the net. Hoists it forward. And now the breakaway. Maradona. Messi, chance! Oh, that's a fine challenge.
Yeah, he was under pressure to get that exactly right, and he couldn't even think of the consequences. It was instinctive and rock solid.
Oh, they could break here. Finds himself eased off the ball. Mbappe. Caught offside that time.
Griffiths really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Time to deliver. Ronaldo gets it back. And it's Thiago. Thiago looks to dink one in. By a lack of accuracy. Thiago was steaming forward. Now it's Maradona. He's picked him out. Mbappe tries a shot! Goal! Manchester United!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Manchester United get themselves into the lead.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
And it's played forward. Jokic. Griffiths. Foot in. He's making good use. He'll have a go.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
He goes long. Mbappe. He's left his man. Messi hits it. No mistake. And already they're looking to run away with it. Well, you've got to say the odds on him missing from there were very slim.
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they've paid the price and deserved to.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
He's through, now is he in?
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed.
And the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
And the header! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Cambiasso is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. A lovely little footballing moment.
And here's Cambiasso. He spotted the run and played him through. Mbappe. Can he dig out a shot? Goes for goal! Oh, my word, that is fantastic! A finish of true class. All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight. Maradona with a predatory goal.
Oh, look, there's only one player who merits all the praise for that. Not only did he finish it, but his instincts for being where he was are absolutely top-notch.
The half-time whistle goes. As easy as 1, 2, 3. It really has been that straightforward halfway through the match, but very little to suggest that much will change over the second half.
Peter, do I really need to say anything, or can I simply refer you to the scoreline?
Manchester United are cruising it at half-time, 3-0 ahead. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Sergio Ramos plays it forward. Forward it goes. And the flag has stayed down. Van Dijk with a fine tackle. Good idea, just poorly executed. Dinks one in. Good ball over the top. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Jokic. He's through.
Celtic making a fresh attempt to release someone in behind from back to front, and this is something different.
Sergio Ramos. It's still early in the second half, but this does look like a job already done. Now it's Thiago. Thiago. He's had a go! Oh, the keeper's done just about enough.
All he'd be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up. Sergio Ramos
gets into the right position to intercept. Alexandro tries to get it forward quickly. Ronaldo is onto it and can take it up. Gets the better of his man. Cristiano Ronaldo. They've won a corner. Tries a header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. The message is clear, none shall pass. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Going through, Mbappe. And he's there to cut it out. And it's played forward. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's played him through. Has a pop! And it's there! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Hoists it forward. Messi. Well, no doubt someone is being given special treatment here.
Yeah, his instinct and the timing of his runs have proven fruitful, but they have to give him a harder time like that.
He's got away. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Oh, some tackle that. Alexandro concedes a free kick for that. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Dyke can get it clear. Decent looking ball. And he's shown him a clean pair of heels. And a shot! He's kept it out, that's a great save.
Guagliarella really drove at the heart of that defence. Incisive, quick, but not clinical.
Can he shoot? Celtic getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. Rogic. Pretty robust, but it's got the job done.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frightened of people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
And here's Quagliarella. And here's Rashford. Hits one! Really well taken goal. And still they continue with the onslaught.
Yeah, and by the looks of it, there may be still more to come.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
The changes then in quick succession.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
It's become a case of men against boys. Forward it goes. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Thiago. Look at the defender bombing forward. Great leap! And yes, it's there! And again, they pile on the misery.
It's part of the game, Peter. It has to get ruthless. Sympathy just doesn't play a part. Well, they're very much the...
And that will be the final act. Manchester United enjoy their perfect day. For their victims, it is entirely imperfect. Comprehensive winners of a one-sided contest. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Yeah, and a result that was true to form. A big team beating a not-so-big team, and a lesson dealt.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.